All right, how about now? Can anybody hear me now? I hope so. Did that fix it? Anything? Huh? Huh? Am I heard? Yes. Sometimes you just gotta unplug it and plug it back in. So that's awesome. So yeah. Anyway, I was saying, thanks everybody for showing up. I saw we had some first-time chatters. We had Hatchet Mando. We have Fizzy up in here. Mr. Twister popped in. I see Monkey Boy. I see Nitro. I see Skits. I see Grim, of course. Grim's always there, man. He is the homie. He is the pal. All y'all are pals, man. How do you like it though? I got this cool new streaming room. Got my Nine Inch Nails poster back there. Some nerdy paraphernalia. Got my Behind the Paint book on my whoop dubs. Got Yoda chilling in the back there with Darth Vader. Cause in here everybody's friends. We're all friends here. So if Yoda and Vader can get along, we all can. Um, yeah, I'm excited. I have like a like real stream thing going on now. I was doing it on the PS4 for a while. Now I got a new fancy computer and pretty excited about it. I know we're still reaching that gathering infamy, Graham, on those YouTube videos. They just keeps pouring in. You see me chilling in the line, like, yep, I'm about to meet ICP. How about you? And then you got Misfit Monkey Boy chilling in the PAL tent. Misfit promoting that PAL party all day long. Even in that video, you can hear it. So it was some good stuff. Yeah, this is gonna be just like a just chatting kind of chill stream. Just wanted to show off the new setup, the new stream room. Wanted to show off this, of course, and just kind of wanted to talk about where I want to go from here. Now that I got all this stuff in my hands that I'm capable of. I'll take a little sip of water real quick. So, first of all, now that I can do more with my streams, I'd like to bring more people in. I'd like to interview other streamers from JSN, Sewer Crew, even outside, from just bring more people in to know about us and our cause, learn about their causes, and just bring people together and just learn about each other and help build each other up. That's kind of like what this is all about, right? So I'd love to do that. Like to kind of start my own variety show. Kind of inspired by stuff like the Bipper Show and Juggalo Dundee, just where I just kind of talk about random bullshit, find funny shit online to talk about. Yeah, interview's gonna run me $50. That's actually a pretty decent rate for you, Twisters. So I'll keep in touch, and my people will contact your people. That sounds good to me. How much for Fizzy to laugh in the background at my jokes to make me feel good? Because I think I'm gonna need that too. Is there like a 2-for-1 package deal? Maybe I don't know, but I'm excited. Like, look at this. I'm like a legit streamer now. Maybe. I mean, we'll see. For free, awesome. Yeah. Oh, yes. I love to find the people who hate asking for money. Hit me up if you do not like asking for money. I'm your guy. But yeah, I'm gonna be. There's Sailor in the house. What's up, Sailor? Just showing off the new stream setup. Davey 2.0 up in here. Oh, we got Jenny Maddock up in here. We have 50 to have to watch Twister get interviewed. Well, we get 50. We have to pay you 50 to watch Twister get interviewed. That that sounds about right. And thanks for the first time chat, Jenny Maddock. Glad everybody's popping in to show some love. I'm excited. A big thing of my streams that I want to do at least once, maybe twice a week, is you guys might find this a bit of a shock, but I'm mentally ill. I'm actually diagnosed with a mental illness. It's a borderline personality disorder, and I'd like to, make people feel comfortable to come in here to talk about their issues with that disorder and any other disorder they might have. Mental illness, while they're all different, it's all kind of the same. What up, 210 Kicks? And dollars not shit this time, dude. Are we talking about shit dollars? Because let's try to keep that out of here. But yeah, I have a book I'm going to start going over on my special mental health streams about new hope for people with borderline personality disorder. So yeah, I'll be setting up a schedule and stuff like that. A lot of my streams are going to be late at night because I do work second shift. So I know a lot of people can't stay up that late, and that's fine. I've gotten quite a following on the West Coast, which is cool because I live in Ohio, which is like purgatory, like here on this earth. So if I can get a following in the West Coast that like sends me over that way, I'd be all right with that. Let's see, the mental health section in Uncle Keegan's Discord. Yeah, that's been helping me out a lot. Line from the Joker: when you have mental illness, people want you to act like you don't. That hit me hard, Mr. Twister. Like, that shit was that's definitely truth that he spoke right there. Even though the Joker's kind of a movie for, it's kind of been cast as like that movie that people in their 40s post black and white images of him with like quotes that weren't even from the movie, like, sometimes you gotta trust yourself because you can't trust nobody else, or something like that the Joker would never say. But it is what it is. And was that you're doing, Sailor, for the mental health in the Discord for Keegan's? Cool, yeah. And it's always a fun place to be. I love this community. I kind of wanted to brag about, since we're done and over with, I didn't see the final amount after Fridays, after midnight when it closed down, but Streams for Tots. Like, what a fucking incredible thing. I don't know I think all of you were in it in one way or another, whether it was just in the chat, just watching, or being involved. But that was Joker line: "Live, laugh, love." Yes, that's seen in the bath or the bed. No, probably the living rooms of middle-aged women all over the country. That Joker line: "Live, laugh, love." Mutual decision between the mod squad. Okay, well that is a great thing. I'm glad it happened. Batman movie felt like a Gotham episode. Yeah, that's why I kind of liked it. Like it's kind of like more of the nitty gritty, like focusing on the actual detective work of Batman. Oh yeah, you probably can't see it in the background, but I have a little Batman thing back there. So I'll be talking about Batman a lot on this too. I love Batman. But what was I talking about? Yeah, streams for tots. Like how awesome. Like, does anybody know what the final amount was that we raised? Because that's probably the thing I'm most proud of doing this year, was being involved in that and just seeing how we all came together to. Like I saw the $10,000 goal when I first saw it, and I was like, okay, sure. And then, sure enough, we broke that fucking thing. We got 11,600 or 11,592 exactly. Like somewhere between that. We like exceeded that, and I didn't. Like I was like, there's no way we're gonna raise 10 grand. Like, not to say I didn't have faith, but that just seemed like a lot. You know, and then just to see us like break through it and to be like in that stream when it happened, that was like a great moment just to see everybody like partying and just like the joy and excitement of like, holy shit, we pulled this off. Yeah, that would have been the last number, wouldn't it have? So, yeah, I think it was around like 11,000, 11,500. It's like, that's older than Bilbo Baggins. It's crazy. One of the homies and JSN partners write for Fago Lovers and should be back on Twitch. And that's dope. Yeah, that's good to see. I'm like, the more the merrier, you know. Your dumbest thought was we'd be lucky to get to 4K. Yeah, I was thinking more like around 5K at like the highest. Retro Scrub. Shout out Retro Scrub. We should be able to do chat commands in here. If somebody wants to shout out Retro Scrub, give him a follow. But yeah, I'm gonna do a couple streams a week, you know, about mental health. Like everybody's invited to come in, either ask advice in the chat. I might find a way for people to call in. I can talk to them, you know, because I think I'm better. Well, I guess I would be talking to them like this. I wouldn't be in the chat. I've learned quite frequently, even recently, that it's a lot better to talk about those kind of issues, kind of in a face-to-face or verbal setting, because things don't translate very well over text, and that's if you have something important to talk about, never do it through a text. It's horrible. It's like a horrible idea, especially if you have like any of these kind of disorders, because sometimes it's hard to express, you know, exactly what's going on in your head. So keep that in mind. That's a free tip right there. Just the tip though. Just the tip. And does my microphone sound okay? I was like hoping I don't have to like lean in real close so you can only see the top of my head. Kind of looks like I'm like, we don't want anybody to see that. Like that's a clip waiting to happen right there. All right, the mic's good. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. You know, first stream, working the bugs out. Wasn't getting sound for a minute, so I say I should not have done that with Sailor V in here, because she is the clip queen. There is an echo. Oh man, I don't know how to fix the echo. Or are you trolling me? I don't know. Is there only an echo when I do the ASMR? Is it echoing when I do this, Juggalo Dundee? Do you like the echo in your ears, Radum? Radum, 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 Radum. Running through a phaser. I don't... wonder how I can fix that issue. Is it the microphone or what? I I don't think I have two microphones set up. Oh God, I think I do. Okay, now, how about now? It looked like I had them doubled up in my OBS here. Does that sound better? And there's the clip right there. Thank you, Sailor V. Thank you. Okay, awesome. Fixed it. See, I'm a pro. I mean, I look like it, but I am a actually, I do look pretty fucking professional, don't I? Still suited up. Got the cab driver hat. Hey, I'm walking here. So, hey, it's cool. If people want to see a clip of me, I don't even charge for OnlyFans, so you're welcome. So what else can I talk about here? I don't know. Maybe a little bit of a AMA. Anybody got any questions for me? Yes, Mr. Twister, what's your driving record like exactly? Any big points on your license? Anything I need to know about? Any hit and runs? Vehicular manslaughter? Anything like that? D Rose, what's up, my homie? Saw you on TV last night. D Rose was on SmackDown, everybody, representing the Creep team. He had the joggers on. He had the hat on. See, I always wondered, you know, Twister talks about Ben Traynor a lot. Was he the one in the car that blew him up? I always wondered that. Maybe I'll have a conspiracy theory stream too. That would be pretty fun. Yeah, I got lots of ideas. I'll probably be playing some Fortnite on here for and stuff like that. I'm not very good at it, but I'll have fun with it. Still kind of want to gravitate more towards like story-driven games that I can kind of give like quips over, like Mystery Science Theater style, things like that. I don't know. Any other? What do you all want to see me do? And I'm not getting naked. I knew Twister was a time-traveling murderer. You saw the confession right here. We all saw it. But I don't snitch, so you're good. Doing a good job never downloading Fortnite. Yes, I hated Fortnite, and then I downloaded it, and suddenly I started being up till like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I was like, oh no, I've become one of them. It'll get you, for sure. So don't do it. Don't download it. Stay strong, Sailor V. Stay strong. Grim asks what my plans for Christmas are. I was just planning on getting drunk and watching The Grinch. No, not really. I saw that discussion about how the Grinch is fed up with the mayor fucking his wife. And I mean, let's talk about that, shall we? I mean, is the Grinch really the villain here? I mean, I'm talking about the Jim Carrey movie. Like, the cartoons don't really give the backstory, but that town was, like, shitty to him, like, as a child, even. Like, I don't blame him for wanting to steal their Christmas and, you know, the whole kiss at Whoville, holding the mistletoe over his ass, shaving the mayor's head, because, yeah, he fucked his wife, man. He stole his girl. Like, nobody likes to see that. Everybody hates that shit. Like, I mean, there's cucks out there that are into that, but I'm not judging. But the impudence, the audacity, the unmitigated gall. Yes, he was definitely a scrub in Whoville, and that's why I think we can all relate to Jim Carrey's Grinch. Even though my brother did kind of ruin him for me because he pointed out that he does slightly sound like Richard Nixon. And that's kind of ruined it for me. But I still love that movie. Still relate to the character. Now, really, kind of sucks this year. Christmas Eve was, like a day where my family usually all gets together for dinner, opening gifts and all that. But I work at a hospital, and I have to work Christmas Eve this year from like 3 to 11:30, so I'm going to miss everything. But Christmas Day, I think we're doing stuff too. Like, I'll be giving my nieces and nephew their gifts, and I think we're going to get together to eat and things like that. Might go see Violent Night with my brother and sister-in-law because that looks like fucking amazing. Like, who doesn't want to see Hopper from Stranger Things as a killer Santa Claus? Looks fucking awesome to me. And I'm seeing this debate about Gaston. He definitely had some pretty rapey vibes. But, see, the thing is, Gaston's probably a juggalo. Because he takes that book from Belle and he's like, "What's this? There's no pictures in it." He can't read, so I mean, Gaston, juggalo? Maybe? I mean, I don't welcome him in the family, but that is kind of a prerequisite. Is if you want to be a juggalo, you can't read. Yes, Gaston definitely has that 90s Curve Cologne vibe to him for sure. Um, what else was big in the night? Maybe some Cool Water every now and then. Or was that more early 2000s? Belle was the villain of the movie. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't think she's really a villain. It's just, everybody's thinking it. I'll say it. She was pretty terrified of that hideous beast until she saw that he had the cheddar, and then all of a sudden she's in love. She's like, if I get in a library, get good food, live in a mansion, sure, I'll commit some bestiality. I mean, let's misogyny my ass. Bella was a bitch. I will agree with that. I'm auto mods. I'm not gonna allow that to happen. You're good in my book. 210 kicks. She's the only villain to 210 because she could read. Belle was definitely a freak in the sheets. Like, they didn't show you those parts. But could you imagine the sexual activity between Beast and Belle? Because Belle, she wasn't corn fed. She was pretty she wasn't built very good. She was pretty thin. So the Beast was breaking that bitch in half. Could you imagine the sounds? And yeah, like Mrs. Potts and Lumiere and Cogsworth all have to sit there just like. Of course, Lumiere is probably like, "Oh, the romantic time of a animal having sex with a human woman." Because Lumiere, he was into some weird shit. Yeah, isn't the clock Cogsworth or something like that? And who was the Ariel from Little Mermaid was your crush, Graham? That's my first cartoon crush was a redhead too. It was Jessica Rabbit from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Now that girl was built thick in all the right places. And she had that great singing voice, You had plenty money, 1922. Like, she got pretty, when someone's like going through puberty watching that movie, it does some things for you. That's all I'm going to say. Great Mouse Detective is a very underrated movie, 210 kicks. I am with you on that. And Twister, a Goofy movie, definitely is like probably my top 5 for sure for Disney movies. I can't really think of my number 1 right now. But Goofy movie is great. Very touching story between a father and son. Robin Hood was amazing too. I still get that bee-da-ba-da-boo in my head all the time. And it's also a good story against taxation. Goofy is Mr. Twister's princess. Well, Gorsh. I mean, that's another thing. If you think about it, Mickey Mouse and Minnie, they don't have kids. Do they? I don't think so. Donald and Daisy, they don't have kids. Huey, Dewey, and Louie are their nephews. The only person in Mickey Mouse's clubhouse who's known a woman biblically is Goofy. Max is his flesh and blood. Goofy is the only Disney character who's actually had sex. Like, I would not have put my money on him to be the one. But he did it for us. He definitely did it for us. Gosh, imagine the sounds, though, that night. When Max was conceived. Gosh.
Excellent!
Excellent! All right, people are redeeming the sound alerts. There we go. Yes. All right, now we're talking about Dick's and Mrs. Potts spouts. We're getting to the nitty gritty now. Something you want to confess, Mr. Twister? Oh, here's my handle. Well, consider me aroused. Good thing this camera is only from here up, right? Aladdin, but Jasmine is a spoiled bitch. You know, she kind of was a spoiled bitch, wasn't she? She wasn't giving Aladdin the time of day until Prince Ali rolled into town. So, lots of hot takes in the chat today. I'm loving it. This is off to a great start already. Oh, I see. I don't know if KT Max in the chat, but I see she followed about 3 hours ago. So thank you for that follow, KT Mac. Binary Vampire followed me 2 days ago. Awesome. It blows my mind when I see people follow me when I'm not streaming. It's like, oh, you're thinking about me. Thank you. I think about you too. Jasmine had everything you could ask for, and she was like, I want something more. That's true. And how about the romanticizing of the colonization of the native people in Pocahontas? They really watered that story down, didn't they? Which, is Pocahontas a Disney princess, or? Cause I don't think they ever said she was royalty or anything in that movie, but I don't know. Things that make you go, Now, I am way off track. What else was I going to talk about in my announcement of my Davey 2.0? Other than 10 minutes of trying to get the damn microphone to work and then seeing it was doubled up. How could I have double microphones and they still weren't working at first? Y'all always want to fuck with me. But, I definitely think I'm going to play that High on Life game. I see Mr. Twister. Every time I look on Discord, he's playing that, and I've seen good reviews. It looks hilarious. Yes, watered down is definitely an understatement. I think you're right. I think the real Pocahontas was like 12, and John Smith was almost 30. So unless it took place like in the Bible Belt, not gonna fly. But I heard High on Life is free on Game Pass. Can anybody confirm that? Because that looks great. Yeah, just a little bit I've seen. I've been trying to avoid people's streams that play it because I don't want too much given away for me. I did see the Radom Knife, which was great. And I saw like how the gun yells at you when you pause the game. It is on Game Pass. Awesome. So that'll be a stream coming very soon, High on Life, featuring the 3 voices of Justin Roiland. Yeah, that Radom Knife was fucking hilarious. High on Life, D-Rose, is a first-person shooter made by, well, I don't know if it's made by Justin Roiland, you know, the guy who does the voice of Rick and Morty, but he does the voice of the gun you shoot. And Oh, no, you don't, Automod. We're letting the truth come out from Radom here. The Egyptians were mad pedos, too. They weren't just building pyramids. There's a movie theater that has 4 full-length movies you can watch. Like actual movies, or like movies they made up. Yeah, I probably should add some people to be mods for my channel, huh? I think I added Mr. Twister just without even asking. I was like, yep. But yeah, I might reach out to some people. I know I got Tech. Pretty sure I got Mr. Twister. I'll reach out. I'll reach out to some people. Yeah, I am curious to know what these movies are. Yeah, I think I just made you a mod one day, Mr. Twister, and like forgot to tell you. Blue movies. Like blue waffles? If you ever need one, it's not my first rodeo. Yeah, I might add you. You're a good mod, Sailor V. But yeah, it's I felt I needed to launch this today because this month's been pretty rough on me. Just a lot of changes have been going on that I been pretty sad. Just things not turning out how I thought they were going to, and I thought I can keep being sad, I can keep laying in bed depressed most of the day. Sailor V wasn't my first rodeo either. Oh god. Blood Harvest with Tiny Tim as a serial killer. That's awesome. But yeah, I appreciate all of you because it's been a really bad month for me. I've been feeling pretty low, and cancel Radom. There. Zing. Oh man. Hey, my name is Paul. That's between y'all. Yes, I need those laughs. That's why I'm Davey 2.0. Because I'm tired of letting myself be sad, especially about things that I can't control. The things that have kind of made me sad, I've spoken my piece about them. Told the people who've hurt me why they've hurt me. Didn't get the response that I was hoping for. Actually kind of taken back by some of the responses I've gotten. But what can you do? All you can do is say how you feel and then let it go. Exactly. Sailor V has got it. Once you let go of the fact that you can't control shit, just let it vibe, you'll feel better. I'm already starting to feel better. Sometimes. But that's all I'm going to say about that subject. It's trying to be very delicate with things. But fuck everyone else. That's the perfect way to live life. Fuck everyone else. I've spent my whole life caring way too much about way too many people, and it's gotten me hurt probably 90% of the time. So I think I will be a selfish boy. Radom's trying to fuck everybody. I'm a selfish boy and I'm a fancy boy. So. But yeah. Fuck everyone else. That's, there's 2 sayings in my life that have stuck with me. One is DTA, don't trust anybody, from Stone Cold Steve Austin. And the new one is fuck everyone else, from Sailor Vesta. Definitely healthy relationship goals. Fuck everybody. Whee! I can't lift my legs up right now, but I'm doing it in spirit. Yes, let's all fuck. Let us fuck. DTA, what? PAL 316. Yeah, D Rose was representing PAL 316 on SmackDown. And how about that John Cena return, D Rose? Were you pretty hyped for that? Personally, I'm just waiting for season 2 of Peacemaker, but hey, it's pretty cool. And you know, I just noticed I have this Nine Inch Nails poster in the background. I'm feeling pretty Melvin Troyish right now that I think about it. Eee. But I won't be defending any child murderers on this stream. I wanna fuck the very best, like no one's ever done. To fuck them is my real test. To fuck them is my cause. Fuck them all. Uncle Howdy showed up while Bray was in the ring. Oh shit. Still trying to... We still don't know who Uncle Howdy is, do we? A bot story about Melvin last night? Oh shit. Yeah, I had got to pop in your stream for a little bit, Radom. Most times when people are streaming while I'm at work, it's a pain in the ass because where I work, they block Twitch on their Wi-Fi, and the signal sucks out there. I have to like stand and like hold my phone up by a window to get any decent signal to watch a stream. So if I'm in anybody's stream during my work hours, which are usually between like 2:30 and 11, 3 and 11:30 Eastern time, just know I'm putting in the work to see y'all because I love you. Yeah, Sailor V feels my pain. We appreciate you touching it out for us. Yes, I'm always happy to touch it out for any of you. Especially you, Grim. Yeah, definitely feeling I'm on that struggle bus with you, Sailor V, to watch when I'm at work, which, like you know, people say things like, when you're at work, you should be working, and I say, fuck you, pay me. It was supposed to be touching, but touching works. Okay. All right, Mr. Twister, I'm still not quite sure what you're trying to say, but I know you got problems with your eyes right now, so I'm giving you a pass. Toughing it out. Okay. Gotcha. Toughing it out. Yes, I will tough it out. Sometimes I'm toughing it out while touching it out, if you know what I'm saying. Me like Punani. Umami, Punani, what's the difference, right? Am I right, fellas? Am I right? But, yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm, like, amongst the ranks of, like, a legit streamer now. Got the whole, I even got the Streamlabs Ultra, like, to get all this fancy shit going on in the background. Maybe one day I'll be, you know, talented enough to make my own overlays, or rich enough to pay someone else to do it. But in the meantime, this looks pretty nice. I'll be playing around with this stuff a lot. And I know I'm like just barely ranked above Dan the Juffalo when it comes to being, you know, part of the Juggalos who stream. But I'm happy to be in the ranks, and I'm ready for my hazing. I've done more than 4 streams, and my eyes have not bled yet, so I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm feeling for you, Mr. Twister, like that. 6 ninjas kicking you from the inside, and probably not in the fun spots either. So that, like, unless there's 6 ninjas kicking on your prostate, that might feel pretty good. Otherwise, and Radam's heard 17 songs, so that makes him a chapter 17er, I believe. So whoop whoop, go vegan. Hold up. Oh man, I love you guys. I'm getting I haven't smiled in a while, so go ahead, Twister. Pull out your been down since card. Pull it out. I want to see it. Or should we do this in a public or a private area? Hold up. And we just wrote a Ouija song. Lit. Wow, Radam's watching me in bed. That's hot. Now that you finished having a little tug, time to get out of bed, huh? Well, you're welcome. Since 97. Yeah, I'm not too far behind you, Twister. 99 for me, and I feel old as fuck all the time. People talking about, like, their favorite songs from Mighty Death Pop, and I'm like, oh, well, I like Riddlebox. And then I just, like, you know that scene in, what was it? Was it Saving Private Ryan, where Matt Damon's looking at the gravestone, and then, like, he, like, ages, like, instantly? That's how I feel most of the time, especially at the gathering. I hate that it took me so fucking long to go to my first gathering in like this year, because I definitely felt like I needed like a walker and shit. I know it is crazy that Death Pop was 10 years ago already. Like, I realized once you get old, like years just like pass like that. Like, I used to think a year felt like so long, and now it definitely doesn't. I am glad I made it this year. That was a very that was the happiest I felt all year long being at the gathering. I like really wish I could go back to those few days and just relive them over and over again, because being there gave me a lot of hope, and well, some of that hope's gone now, but that's okay. I think Sailor's holding out that maybe one day the gathering will be out of Ohio, and then maybe you can go and make it your 10th then. But if you do decide to come, you know we all got your back. Like, I'm sure we can make it happen. Yeah, I've noticed. Try living here. I fucking hate it too. They did release the first six in around a 10-year span. That is true, Random. Even though the time between Jekyll Brothers and the Wraith Shangri-La felt like a decade. Yeah, I'm glad I showed up. See, that's me, my bougie ass. I was like, I'm not going until they pave that damn thing. We'll see. Hey, Sabby Lou, thanks for popping in to say hi. I appreciate you. You've been very supportive lately, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm glad I found your stream during the streams for tots, because that, you know, you're used to seeing when someone has a guitar singing about dicks and shit, which I have nothing against that. But like seeing your stream and like singing about like real shit that like hits hard. Not saying songs about dick don't hit hard, but that was amazing to see, and I'm glad I got to be. I'm glad I got to watch that. Yeah, we can push you around in a wheelchair, Mr. Twister. You can be like Timmy from South Park. Just instead of Timmy, you go wee. The baby Bjorns. There we go. But yes, the time between Jekyll Brothers and Wraith did feel like an eternity. I sing about dicks. She's an actual musician. Which I need to make your song about my dick not phasing you a sound alert for my channel. That would be awesome. Yeah, there was a big split in the Juggalo community when the unveiling came out. You know, like the atheists were pissed. And, you know, I'm like agnostic myself, so I didn't really give a shit either way. But yeah, a lot of people were pretty offended by that. Yeah, we're not sorry if we tricked you. And Graham, you're talking about good music coming from Ohio. There's a reason why there's a lot of famous people from here. It's because they want to get the fuck out of here. So they'll put in the work, they'll hustle their ass off to get out of Ohio. There's actually more astronauts from Ohio than any other state. And you know why? Because living in Ohio makes you want to get off this fucking planet. So that's why there's a lot of good bands, a lot of actors, things like that from Ohio. Because they want to get out of here. Dropped off harder than a leper's foreskin. Amen to that. I usually think about leper's foreskins when I'm in bed too, Radam, so I feel you there. Oh, I forgot I have that AT-AT walker that shows I'm a millennial. I call it AT-AT. Fucking.
Be sure and tell them Large Marge sent ya.
Yes, Large Marge sent you, right? And I got a follower, Munchy Girl 83 following. Thank you for the follow. It's important to accept reality, in my opinion. We can make dark jokes to cope or just fuck off with games, you know, but I know hearing people be real about their struggles helps me feel less alone. Definitely, Sabulu. I'm with you there. Leper's nipple. You like that, Large Marge, for the raid? Yes, and the woo for the follow. Oh, shit. But yes, Twister is definitely, not only is he a real musician, he is the president of music. In fact, you all see it coming. Boom. Which I'm sure everybody in here has already been supporting Mr. Twister on Bandcamp, but there you go. See, there is a big debate between if the history of airplanes and aeronautics started in Ohio or North Carolina. Like, I think, like, there's actually, like, sneak disses on the license plates from each state. Like Ohio has, like, birthplace of aviation, and North Carolina has, like, the real birthplace of aviation on their license plates. I could be wrong. But I bet D-Rose, did you woo with every chop? Because you're not doing it right if you don't. But yes, even back in like the 1900s or whenever the Wright brothers, you know, started their shit, they were trying to get out of Ohio, and they're like, how can we do this? See, I know, we'll build a device that can make us fly and get out of here. Ohio is high enough to try to fly. Yes. Oh. Oh, follow from Pork. Man, I'm getting all the Bipper crew following me. Yeah, I think Fizzy's following. I think Twister's following. Now I got Pork. I made it, y'all. My first, well, it's not my first stream. It's my first 2.0 stream, and I'm already winning. Do the helicopter flare. Unfortunately, I'm not equipped for that. But, it would be more like a, you know, those little mini fans you hold, like when you're at the gathering or amusement park to kind of cool you off. Yes, Pork, we're talking about all the astronauts from Ohio because living in Ohio makes you want to leave this entire fucking planet. And yes, we're talking about how much Ohio sucks. The amount of times I have suck I got dicks in my mouth. Thank Jesus in the last few weeks to cope with this holiday. I can't even count. What? Well, I mean, whatever gets you through, Sabby Lou. I mean, no shame in that. I've had to suck a few dicks in my mouth to get through too. Oh, sang. Well, let's all pretend I didn't just say that last thing. There's a space shuttle that is dealing with a leak in space right now. Oh shit. Davey likes pee-pee. I mean, I don't know. $20 is $20. There's KT Mac. Hey, I saw you followed. Thank you. Thank you for the follow, KT Mac. Thank you for being here. Freudian slip. Yeah. All I'm saying if a girl's pretty enough, a dick ain't gonna stop me. That's all I'm gonna say on that. But what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Ohio, it sucks. A lot of druggies here. You know how I know Ohio sucks? When people say Ohio sucks, people from Ohio are like, yep. Like nobody defends Ohio. Nobody. Yeah, I'm glad you caught me live too, Katie Mac. That's why I was thinking about having this at 1 o'clock, but I was like, it's Saturday. I'll start at 4. Plus, my nieces were here earlier. I was like, playing with them, having a good time. So sorry to keep you waiting. Ohio, Florida, and Indiana are the worst states. I can agree with that. I actually went to Fort Wayne, Indiana to see Megadeth, In Flames, Lamb of God, and Trivium. And this is the first time since like the 90s I've seen this. There was a bunch of religious protesters outside the concert hall, like telling us we're going to go to hell for going to a fucking Megadeth concert. Like the 1980s called, they want their protesters back. The Ohio Defender sounds like what their newspaper would be called. Yeah, or the world's lamest superhero. With the power of Ope, Florida is USA's penis. But would that make California its asshole? And Texas would be the testicles, right? Or would Georgia be the testicles? Pennsylvania, we have Amish people and a cracked bell. Yay. That's true. You got Pittsburgh though. I mean, I don't like the Steelers, but Pittsburgh's it's an okay town. Florida, the nation's wang. Woo! Who's following? Extra thought. There. Now we do have the whole Bipper crew following. Thank you for the follow. Yes, shame on you. I hope you do feel ashamed of yourself. Been down since, I guess today, if you're just now following me. I've been around. Even though I was like in a little tiny square playing PS4 games. And now I'm pretending to be a real streamer. So that's good. That's awesome. 210 Kicks knows what I'm talking about. What did I miss here? What did I miss? The Amygdala. I'm a juggalo. I don't know what that is. Is it the medulla oblongata? The scumshine states. Ah, Simpsons quotes. Yeah, I've watched I kind of like I'm not saying I actually wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons when I was a kid because my parents were kind of weird about that kind of stuff. But once I started watching it, I kind of stopped after the Conan O'Brien, after he left the show. All that meth and no toothbrush. Yeah, I didn't listen in science, but I did watch The Waterboy. Oh man, seasons 2 through 6 are awesome. After that, it's meh. Yeah, season one's weird. Like they all look like they're on meth the way they're drawn, and like Homer's voice is all like weird. Now that's not true, Sailor V, because my teeth don't hurt, and I got all of them. I do have a gap. I call it my Madonna. But then again, I don't think I was meant to be in Ohio, so that might be why. You got a toothache the first time you went to Ohio. That's hilarious. I keep bumping the microphone. Sorry about that. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I've had enough viewers to keep a Just Chat going for an hour. That's pretty awesome. Let's. I think I might end it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sabby Lou. The overlays do look pretty awesome. Yeah, The Simpsons really don't know when to quit. Like, wasn't it like a decade ago that South Park made fun of The Simpsons for doing everything, and somehow they still went for like another 10 fucking years? Man, I didn't expect this to turn into a tooth confession stream. KT Mac has a fake front tooth. That's cool. I mean, there you go. You lost it on Bourbon Street. At least you lost it like a G. I hope you were partying during Mardi Gras. Ash Ketchum's been 11 years old for like 20 something years. Yeah, but I just read that they're retiring Ash Ketchum for the Pokemon anime. So he's finally earned his rest. There you go. Katie Mack lost her tooth on Bourbon Street. Probably got so drunk that she pulled it out herself, kind of like the hangover. But that's cool. That just means you're a true homie. And you know how to fucking party. See, I called it. Woke up the next day hangover style, wondering where your tooth went. That is fucking awesome. Like, respect on that, for sure. The guy I am crushing on seemingly has perfect looking teeth. Well, now I'm crushing on him too, Sabby Lou, so you better watch out. My teeth look like I gargle with M80s. Oh, shit. And Grimm's throwing up gang signs with his teeth. I'm Mr. Steal Your Boy, Steal Your Girl, Steal Your Grandma, Steal Your Mama. They don't call me the ladies' man for nothing. I mean, someone can vouch for me, I think. Maybe. Maybe not. My teeth look like Skeletors. Don't shit in grandma. I'll try not to. Take him, Davey. Save me the heartache. Well, do we mean take him as in... Never mind. Hey, fake or not, teeth is teeth. You know, I like fake boobs, so I don't got a problem with fake teeth. My teeth all look like they're trying to make a run for it. Man. Oh, shit. As Dane Cook once said, I'm the yellow tooth that looks like corn. Don't brush me. Didn't Dane Cook have a new special recently? Like, I thought he fell off years ago, but I thought I read, like, he's, like, on some kind of comeback. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting some veneers, for sure. Yeah, I haven't kept up with Dane Cook in, like, 10 years, so I'm not sure. He did, and it wasn't great. Okay. So he tried. Poor boy, he tried. The dentist is just fixing your existing teeth, so you're fine with that. Yeah. I don't know. Like, what's the cost difference, Sailor V, between just fixing your existing teeth or just getting veneers put in? Because I think if it's around the same price, I just get the veneers. Teeth, Disney, space, mental health, just a bunch of random topics going. Know what I'm saying? That's what I'm all about. I'm scatterbrained as shit. You know, that's how my brain works. But I am going to try very focused when I do my mental health streams. Like, I'm gonna like plan them out and shit beforehand. This I just jumped in with no idea what I was gonna do. I just wanted to say I'm here, and it's a new me. It's Davey 2.0. The upgrade has been completed. The six-pack abs have been installed. The sexy boy face updated successfully. Everything's looking good on me. I don't know about y'all, but I'm looking pretty damn good, and I'm feeling pretty fucking good too. On the outside. Let's see. Veneers are hella expensive and it's more of a medical procedure. If Melvin likes him, he must be a sex pest. Only paying $3K for all the work as opposed to undergoing a fairly in-depth mouth surgery. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Sailor V, I had that, and it actually wasn't very traumatic. Thank you, Katie Mack. I do look fresh today and every day. But I had my wisdom teeth pulled, and I have high blood pressure. So they said since my blood pressure was high, they couldn't put me under. So they numbed my fucking mouth, and I just watched them like with my eyes just pull it out like right in front of me. I was just like, holy shit. But I thought it was kind of badass because I really didn't feel a thing. I mean, once the numbing agent wore off, that sucked. Yeah, I remember your dry socket. I did not get the dry socket. So, my heart goes out to you. Which is weird because I was a smoker back then and I didn't let that keep me from smoking and I still didn't get a dry socket. Three botched spinal taps. I ain't scared of shit, boy. Jimmy Carr is British and you don't hold it against him. I hold a lot against the Brits. I actually have a very close friend who's like a sister to me who lives in Manchester, England, and their food is fucking terrible. Like, they consider baked beans on toast a delicacy over there. What the hell is up with that? God, Radham, holy shit. Okay, Ben Shapiro. Yes, beans are gross. And then putting them on toast and saying that's a delicacy. They also put peas on their French fries over there. Like, shout out to Paul Revere for saving us from that shit. Sabby Lou loves beans. I mean, I'll get like black beans when I get Chipotle and shit, but that's about the only beans I'll be eating. Yeah, peas on French fries. How gross is that? Yeah, you are. That is true. Lots of good lots of good food involving beans from that culture. Radam's gonna shower because I made him feel dirty. I'm sure it's gonna stick with your head the things you've done while watching me today, Radam. I need a cold shower after that too. So so I understand. You get your shower and you think about what you've done and you think long and hard and reflect on what that says about you and accept yourself, man. I'm not gonna judge. Shout out Paul Revere. We don't put that shit on fucking bread. Yeah, for sure. The Brits do. Do you eat black-eyed peas on New Year's? No, I do not. I'm of Irish, Scottish, and German heritage, so I eat pork and sauerkraut on New Year's. Exactly, Sailor. He's going to shower before the stream and he's just going to feel dirty all over again. Yeah, I need to stick around until 6 so I can raid Radam. So let's see, what are we going to do for the next 50 minutes? I mean, we've been doing great so far, just talking about random shit. I'm having a great time doing this. If you guys want to keep that up, that's fine. Yeah, I can finally say I rated Radam. I gotta stick around till 6 now. The first, we're doing the initiation, the hazing, as a Juffalo streamer. As long as I'm ahead of Dan, I'm good. But if y'all pick on me too much, I'm getting on Reddit, and I mean it. All right, Sabby. Enjoy your family time. That's important. I do appreciate you sticking around with this family for a while too. But I hope you have a good day. Yeah, I'm not messing around here, buddy. Newsflash, pal. I'll get on Reddit if I have to. Don't twist my whiskers. Yeah, I hope the bunny's not mad at you either. My dogs have listened to more ICP than Dan. Dan the cop. I'm telling you, he's a cop. That's why I was talking all newsflash, pal. Oh man. So what's everybody else doing for Christmas? Anything fun? Anything cool planned? I was trying to take someone to the Columbus Zoo for their zoo lights, but they weren't feeling that apparently. Which I guess I've heard like Columbus Zoo is one of the best zoos in the country, which is crazy to me. Like, why waste having a good zoo here? But if you ever do come to Ohio and you like animals, check out the Columbus Zoo because it is pretty fucking dope. Grim's going to Waffle House and gaming all day on Christmas. I used to game all day on Christmas when I would get like video games and shit for presents, but now all I get is like socks and underwear and shit. D Rose, you're not doing anything for Christmas. Well, if you want to hit me up, man, I'll sing Christmas carols to you or something. I mean, that might make your Christmas even worse, but hey, I'm trying here, man. I'm trying. Do we have any Nine Inch Nails fans in the chat? Just curious. If not, I'm going to talk about my poster anyway because I'm really fucking proud of it. So back in September, I went to... Yeah, I know. That's why I said I'm feeling kind of Melvin Troyish for having the Nine Inch Nails poster. But I love Nine Inch Nails too. And they were inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2020. and they were going to do a big show in Cleveland for it because Trent Reznor, he started in Cleveland, Ohio. That's where he recorded Pretty Hate Machine. So going back to what Grimm said, like, there are a lot of good musicians from Ohio, but it's because they want to get out of here. But they were going to do this big show in Cleveland, and it got canceled because of COVID. And they finally did this show back in September. Closer, probably, D-Rose, I Want to Fuck You Like an Animal. But yeah, they finally did this show in Cleveland, and I took my best friend that I've known since, like, kindergarten. We grew up listening to Nine Inch Nails together along with ICP. And it was the best Nine Inch Nails show I've ever seen in my life. They brought out, like, everybody who's ever been in the band since, like, 1989. They brought out Richard Patrick from Filter, Charlie Closer, Danny Lohner. They were all on stage together for, like, the last 4 songs, and I was just sitting here like... So, that's why I put the poster up, because that was, like... And also, the day before that, I went to see Shaggy 2 Dope in Columbus in, like, this tiny shoebox venue, and that was just a really special, great night I had with somebody. So, like, those 2 days were like just a really high point for me. I felt really good after those couple of days, and so I kind of keep that poster just as a reminder of, you know, I can feel that happy again. I learned everything about Cleveland from Bone Thugs and the Drew Carey Show. That's all you need to know, really. You can also learn everything from the Cleveland Browns. They're a pretty good representation of Ohio and how much it sucks. "45 minutes till Radom goes on. What am I going to do for 45 minutes? I listen to a lot of Bone Members' solo albums also. Wish hasn't had a solo album, has he? Wishbone? But yeah, I've actually been on East 1999 in Cleveland, which is like one of the best rap albums ever made. So I'm going to drop this bomb right now, actually. Hey, Nitro, what up? I'm going to drop this bomb right now. I think I'm going to be doing a giveaway on my stream very soon. Not sure how I'm going to set it up yet. Not sure how I'm going to get entries and all that. I don't know if it'll be from, like, gifted subs, whatever. But I went to a VIP for Ouija Mac October. And I'm thinking about giving away the bag that I got, along with a signed 8x10 from Ouija, a signed 8x10 from Hex, and my VIP pass that I got as well. And just sending that to somebody. Because I think it would be cool just to give back to the community. He took his dick out and it didn't faze me. His name is Davey. Scorsese. Yes, I clipped that. I need to turn that into a sound alert and put it on my channel. That was... that was magical, that song. Which, you're not the first that it hasn't phased, Mr. Twister. But I still come out happy. Catman. Yeah, if anybody's interested in that for a giveaway, I'm thinking about doing that. Because I think it'd be cool to give it to... I know it's like, not everybody's a Chapter 17er, but if you are, and you want some signed shit from Ouija and Hex, a VIP pass from the Wicked Warlords tour, and the bag it came in. If there's enough people interested in it, I'll do a giveaway. So, there's that. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. I don't know if I can stick around till 6 o'clock. I want to, though. I want to. You know, Katie Mac, I got enough signed stuff and things like that. And you know, he's not even close to being done touring and doing VIPs. So I just figured, why not give it away to somebody who maybe doesn't have anything signed or anything like that. And there's just energy around that show that I'm just trying to release as well. So it really wouldn't hurt me to get rid of it. $4.20. Oh, it's $4.20 where you are. I was gonna say it's $5.20 here, but yeah. But yeah, I'll give more details on that giveaway once I figure out more of how I'm gonna go about doing it, and we'll see who's down to do it. Man, I've gotten like 3 followers since this stream started. That's pretty awesome. Wish I could find my Dark Carnival watch I won at the gathering. I'd raffle that shit off. It's so dope. That sounds dope. A Dark Carnival watch? Yeah, that's fucking badass. Let's see, yeah, let's talk about my Juggalo history, since this is kind of like my first Just Chatting stream. And I do shout out the JSN, Sewer Crew, all that shit ever. All the time. It's the first time you met Keegan too, that's awesome. So, the year was 1999, and I was at a summer camp for Boy Scouts. Don't worry, I was never molested. And my friend that I was camping with asked me if I've ever heard of Insane Clown Posse. I had, because this is 99. I heard about the whole Great Malenko conspiracy and all that stuff, but like, it was just weird. Like, my parents like tried their hardest to keep like all that kind of shit away from me. Like, Marilyn Manson was like the devil back then, and anybody that parents tell their kids like, you can't listen to that, you automatically like want to hear it. So like, I was big into Manson, Nine Inch Nails and stuff like that. And then my friend was like, listen to this ICP song, and I was like, I don't know, like rapping clowns, like that just that just doesn't sound like very interesting to me. But then he played me the song, and it was Chicken Hunting off Riddlebox. And just hearing I've never heard anybody rap about killing racist rednecks before. And that fucking blew me away, because I've always hated like racism and the Confederate flag and all that shit. So like, immediately I was like all in on the Insane Clown Posse. And just from there, it just, you know, spiraled into just learning everything about the Dark Carnival, listening to all the Joker's cars. Actually, this is back when the Columbia House was a thing, and you could get like 10 CDs for like $1. And I didn't realize like they charge you up the ass after that. My parents were pissed, but I got like all the Joker's cards off that and shit, and just like delved deep into the Dark Carnival world. And Riddlebox to this day is still my favorite. I went and saw Hatchet Rising was the first tour I went to, the first concert, where it was like ICP had a set, Twisted had a set, Blaze had a set, and then Dark Lotus had a set. I don't think ABK performed his own. But that, like, what a fucking great way to dive in. The Hatchet Rising tour, that was badass. And it's just weird how things changed since then, you know, like, it's just how it is, though. My brother brought home a copy of Malenko after it released. I ain't been right since. Yeah. Now, did he get the Hollywood version, like the day it released, or was this the Island? Mr. Twister, because I've yet to get my hands on a Hollywood copy of Malenko. I think that would be a pretty fucking awesome collector's item to have. But yeah, like when I started wearing ICP shirts to school every day, people would think I was satanic because I wore black. The school counselor would call me into their office all the time, like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm fucking good. How about you? Worry about yourself, bitch." But people would call me Icy Porter, and because that's my real name, David Porter. It's not actually Scorsese. Big bomb drop there, right? But this is back when the Eminem and ICP beef was big time. So every day, I'd have these fucking football player jocks shoving me, like, "Hey, Icy Porter, Crazy J sucks." And I was like, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. I'm not sure who Crazy J is, but you do you. And God, I don't fucking miss high school at all. Those people will tell you, "You're gonna miss these years." Yes, I'm a fraud, Mr. Twister. Just like I bet Twister's not your real name. Especially with a zero at the end. Nobody has a zero at the end of their name. You're not fooling us. But I think Grim, that is your real name, right? Grim Love. Gonna take a look at our milk dud. Could be wrong. Yeah, high school was fucking terrible. The only things I miss about high school was everything outside of high school. Like when all my friends were able to hang out together, and we'd stay up all night playing video games and shit. We had Halo-thons, which were awesome. Halo, this is back when you do the LAN. You'd hook up the 4 Xboxes and the 4 TVs together and play that way. That kind of shit I miss about high school. But actually being in high school, don't miss that shit in the slightest. It's horrible. Just god awful. Todd Enigenberg? Is that how you pronounce it? That sounds British. Do you eat beans on toast, do you? Like a spot of tea and crumpets? Pip pip cheerio. It's Dutch. Ah, gotcha. Dutch. Yeah, the social aspect of high school, like I said, all this outside of high school, I hated the social aspect in high school. Everybody was a bunch of fucking assholes. But it was fun being kind of like the guy who stood up for the, people who get bullied. If I saw jocks and shit bullying somebody, I'd step up and shove them and be like, "Leave them the fuck alone." I wasn't okay until I was in my 20s. Everything before that could get fucked. See, Mr. Twister, for me, I was decent until my 20s, and my life fucking fell apart by the time I was 21 years old. I actually feel way more behind in life than a lot of people my age, because I spent the entirety of my 20s just hitting rock bottom pretty much, and digging myself out of that hole. And by the time I hit 30, I'm now feeling like I'm getting my start in life. I mean, I'm 36 now, but you know what I'm saying. And I'm definitely working to become the best version of myself. There's still a lot of traumas and shit that I'm learning how to deal with. A lot of trauma responses, unfortunately, that do happen, and I regret. But that's what my mental health streams are going to be about: building myself up and building up others. So I'm going to be excited to start doing that. Yeah, and that's what I'm learning, sailors, how to cope with abandonment trauma and shit like that. It sucks. Not ruminating on the bad, but trying to find the silver lining. Yeah, sometimes. Actually, one of my favorite movies is a movie called Silver Linings Playbook. I don't know if anyone's seen that. But it's got God, what's his fucking name? The dude who does the voice of Rocket Raccoon. Why is it slipping? Him and Jennifer Lawrence, and it's like about like mental health and people who deal with it. Bradley Cooper, yeah. Like that's a great fucking movie right there. And Amen, Sailor V, and Mr. Twister. I'd say you're the best version of yourself now. I don't think you suck, at least. Yeah, Bradley Cooper, not Rocket Raccoon. Bradley Cooper. Just like the other day, someone was asking me what the actor's name was who played Captain America, and I just flat out said Steve Rogers without even thinking. Yeah, and I still got some of that work ahead of me, Sailor V. So, and finding this community has really been like a blessing in my life because y'all have been like building me up like without even knowing it. And that's true. I've been like really well mentally, and then just kind of like let myself slip. And you let yourself slip, like you will like fall right back to that dark place you've been before. So you really do have to like constantly like keep at it. And that's true. American Beauty could be a mental health movie. That's yeah, but too bad that movie's been ruined since it stars a disgusting pedophile. But I used to love that movie, but now it just hits a little too close to home. Yeah, it's weird getting sage advice from Sailor V and not like side eyes and judgment. I'm kind of enjoying this rarity. But I've come a pretty long way. Yeah, I won't tell anybody. I might not even make this VOD so nobody can see you being all sage and shit. You definitely got to keep up with yourself, Mr. Twister. Which I've handled things like there's been shit recently that's happened recently that I think I've handled better than I have in the past, and I've been pretty proud of myself for it. I've been kind of slipping a little bit here and there, but that's when I like reach out to friends and shit like that. So I'm keeping at it. I'm staying strong, and I'm proud of myself. Twister screen grabbing all the sage advice from Sailor. Especially doing that streams for tots like really made me feel really good. Because I've never been a part of something that's like done that much for others. Like 11,500 something from a bunch of like scrubs and jugs who just fuck around on the internet and entertain each other on stream is insane. Yeah, and that's what I've been fighting with Twister is like every instinct in me wants to isolate, and that's definitely the worst thing you can do because that's when you start looking through, like pictures from the past, shit like that, and that's when you like start thinking like I should send this text, and then you really shouldn't send that text. And so isolation is definitely a horrible idea for anybody out there who might struggle with shit too. Don't isolate yourself. Reach out to your friends. Reach out to anybody. At the same time, it can be. I actually went through like a very painful experience back in like 2018. I actually made an album about it. It's kind of like a self form of therapy. I do have it on my SoundCloud. It should be up in the. I think Streamlabs just posted a link to it. But like soon after I finished writing and releasing that album, I moved to Texas, like out in the middle of a fucking desert in West Texas with a couple of my friends. I lived in a camper in the middle of a desert. And I was away from my family. I was away from my friends, except for those two friends that I moved with. And that's when I was able to quit smoking, that's when I was able to just kind of do a lot of reflecting on myself, because I knew like all the people that I had these, like trauma bonds with and these emotional attachments to were miles away, like far, far away. So there's like, even if I wanted to reach out to them, like it was pointless because, I was too far away to even like see anybody. And that's when I learned how to really focus on myself and, fix the problems that I have. And I'm in that mind state now. I don't know if anybody saw. I know Twister doesn't have an Instagram, but now you do drugs with everyone much healthier. I made an Instagram post a while ago about things I don't like about myself, and like I took a fucking picture of me with my shirt off, for God's sake. I know probably nobody wanted to see that, but I just wanted to highlight like what I'm insecure about, and that's my weight, my body hair, and this huge fucking block of psoriasis on my leg. Like it looks like Deadpool's leg. It's horrible. And immediately, actually, Tequila Days reached out to me with some very good recipes and tips for weight loss. And since I made that post, I'm down about 10 pounds already, and still way more to go. My goal is to lose 100 pounds by this time next year. I mean, I'm already down 10. That's a tenth of the way. Like I'm about 350. Well, I was about 350 when I like started, making these changes, and I'm already down to like 341. So, and I'm glad. I'm seeing the support in the chat. I'm really appreciate all of you. Thanks for the proud of yous. Sailor V, congrats to you for losing over 100 pounds. That's awesome. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Like I'm not even like I used to say. I hope I do this. No. I'm going to do it. Like it's going to happen. No more of this. I plan to lose. No, I'm losing 100 pounds. Like there's no hope. Hopefully I do. I plan to. I'm fucking doing it. I will be about 250 by Christmas next year. And once I hit that 250, I'm celebrating by eating some fucking Christmas candies and shit. Because this Christmas is going to be horrible. Because I'm going to be turning all that shit down. But apple a day keeps the Dr. Pepper away. That's exactly what Tequila sent me. That's the exact advice he gave me, Radam. I don't know how. Maybe he gave you the same advice. Now I feel kind of cheap. Because I thought like we had a special bond. But apparently he's giving this shit out to everybody. So big sad now. All my life I've gained a lot of weight and then gained it back. Lost it. Yeah. Gotta get that gathering bod ready. I am dying. I mean, part of it is out of spite. I'm not gonna lie. I want to like go to the gathering next year and be like, look what you're missing out on. But most of it is because I'm tired of hating myself, and I'm tired of just anytime the slightest inconvenience in life happens, like I immediately blame like things that have nothing to do with it. Like, wow, I lost my job. It must be because I'm fat. Like that kind of thinking, which like totally illogical, but that's how it is sometimes. And I'm trying to like break free of those insecurities. I always have some insecurities, everybody does, but I'm learning how to better handle them. I lost 80 pounds on spite and intermittent fasting. That sounds like that would be a good infomercial for TV. But yeah, I can't wait how fucking hot I'm going to be at the gathering next year. Like I might even walk around with my shirt off. Sailor and I seem to function solely on spite, but that's what makes y'all so fun, especially in the Discords when you get your occasional Dan the Juffalo coming around. Night, I don't think he's in here, but Nilbog, man, he makes my day with his comments. Like, he is the king of spite. Drinking a lot of water helps. Yeah, I have been drinking a shit ton of water. Like, the one bad thing I've been drinking is just because I don't know any other way to get my caffeine. I do drink, usually because work only has it's Diet Pepsi, but I've been drinking like at least like 1 or 2 diet sodas a day just for that caffeine, and I'm sure there's probably a better way to get caffeine. But if I don't get that shit, I got a headache, and I cannot function with a fucking headache at all. There you go, Mr. Twister. I'm only alive out of spite. Fuck you, universe. Suck my dick. That's the way to get through life right there. And that's kind of where I am at. Fuck the universe, you know? I can do it without you, motherfucker. I don't need you giving me shit. Quit giving me these signs that turn into lessons. I got my lessons down pat. And now I'm doing me. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. Pissing the night away. Pissing the night away. He takes a vodka drink. He takes a sour drink. He takes a something drink. He takes a tonic drink. He sings the songs that remind him of the good times. He sings a song that reminds him of the best times. Way to expose me as a 90s kid. Chumbawamba, what a name for a fucking group. They made it far, didn't they? I had that fucking CD. And that was the only good song on it. Oh, Davey boy. Oh man, Nitro, Twister's rubbing off on you, isn't he? Chumbawamba and Hoobastank are funny names. And there's one band, I've hated this band, and I've never heard a single song of theirs. But just their name annoys me so bad, and that's Death Cab for Cutie. Like, I hate, it's a terrible fucking name for a band. They might have the best songs ever made, but I wouldn't know because I hate them so much from their name alone. If there's any Death Cab for Cutie fans out there, I'm sorry, but that name's just always annoyed the fuck out of me. Having everyone give a fuck about my music has been so crazy to me. It's really all me and Fizzy ever wanted was to have people like our art. Hell yeah, Mr. Twister, you rock it, man. Like, that shit's hilarious. It's entertaining. Like, it puts a smile on my face. Like, those Twister tales are fucking dope too. Like, there was some actual serious shit in there. Like, you're not just someone who sings dick songs. You got some real artistry in your songs, man. And I'm glad people are recognizing it. Listen to it and solidify my hate. Death Cab for Cutie. I don't want to. I really don't want to. But you know what? Nah. Maybe I'll do a Death Cab for Cutie stream where I listen to them for the first time and see if they're as bad as their name is. That song about insomnia was hard to write. I hate the... Yeah, that song, hit me hard, Twister, And that's the thing, it is, my album on my SoundCloud, I've probably listened to it maybe once, maybe twice since I've made it, because that was a very dark time in my life, and just thinking back to, my mindset when I wrote that and recorded it, it sucks. I'm glad I listened to it just to, be proud of myself for overcoming that shit, but I know what you mean exactly. And Sabby Lou liked a bunch of tracks and was telling me the songs she liked, and that kind of got me to go back and listen to it again, and it made me pretty sad because it feels kind of like history has kind of repeated itself on that. But this time I'm ready for it, and I'm gonna deal with it a lot better than I did last time. So yeah, Jay and Shaggy, they don't talk about Hell's Pit or the Tales from the Lotus Pod album. I remember in Jay's book, he said he hates that album because he was depressed as shit the whole time he made it. Yeah, and I remember on their Patreon, they were going over all the Joker's cars, and once they got to Hell's Pit, they're both I don't want to talk about that shit. Just kind of fucking ended it. I did a pretty good retrospective on that album on my YouTube channel, actually. If you haven't checked out my YouTube, you should go check it out and tell me what you think. Because that album was actually a pretty important album in my life, too. That was the first post-high school ICP album for me. So that's when I was venturing out into the real world. It was the same year it was released. And it kind of felt like I was in Hell's Pit, because once the reality of real life hits you, it can fucking suck sometimes. But it helped get me through. But yeah, it is sad that like the things artists will do to like make their art, like it can be a big ass sacrifice sometimes. Like you really do like have to. And I try to explain that to my mom, because like I'll write some dark shit and I'll share it, and like she'll see it, like because she follows me on social media and stuff, and she'll be like, "Why do you write things like this?" And I told her, sometimes you just gotta let your mind like linger in that dark space for a while for the sake of, just writing something, and you just have to learn when enough's enough and to get yourself out of that. And she understood that. Hell's Pit's top 3 for you? Yeah, I'd say it's top 3 for me too. And Walk Into the Darkness and Prom Queen is the same hook. Walk into the darkness, won't you be my prom queen? Yep, it's the exact same hook. You're not wrong. Holy shit, I never even made that connection. But like you're a real musician. I just write and rap to beats. I don't produce my own music. I'd love to learn how to, but I don't know. I just don't have a lot of talent. I have to write everything I've typed on the internet into a notebook. I just post online, but gonna write it down. Yeah, I do that too, Graham. I'm very old school. Like, I'm old, so it's hard for me to read off a phone when I'm recording. I have to write it on notebook and record it that way too. So I feel that for sure. I've actually been kicking around some ideas for a new album. I think in the Discord for Creep Team, I posted like the first song I kind of wrote. Kind of like a very horrorcore style song. Because my plan, I don't know if I'll ever pull this off, but I want to make an album where each song is about a different character and the story that'll all tie in together by the end. Since I'm Davey Scorsese Productions, like I kind of want to give like a cinematic experience on an album. So I want to enter like each song to introduce a new character. And the one I wrote, and I put it on my social media, and I put it in the Creep Team's poetry and written art. It's Belial is his name, which it's a demonic name, which is translated to evil and like personified. And it's literally about this guy whose mental health just like finally snaps, and he just becomes this monster that just kills with no rhyme or reason. Pretty original, I know, right? Like no one's ever thought of that before. But it's all gonna come together. I can't do horror. I'm so tiny, nobody would believe I could even take a child in a fight. Graham, it is very difficult to come up with the good hooks. Oh, Misfit's here. Hey, what's up, brother? I love you, Penny. Oh, that's alright, you just woke up, and I am looking great, I know, thank you. I'm not going to be streaming a whole lot longer, Misfit. I'm just waiting for Radom to come on, because I want to say that I rated Radom, because like that's how you make it in this industry. You have to raid Radom, or you'll never have a chance. Misfit, if y'all aren't following Misfit, you need to. Thursday nights she does these hotbox streams, which are amazing. In fact, oh shit. We're going to give you a shout out right now, Misfit. Her Thursday night hotbox streams are amazing. It says that she's playing Just Chatting, but really it's just cringing. Mr. Twister, that would be awesome. I would definitely appreciate that. I'd even pay you. I know you're the one who has $50 for an interview, so if it's about the same rate for a beat, we'll talk later. But yeah, I'd love a Twister beat. Your beats are the fucking shit, man. I can kind of give you an idea of like what I'm wanting, like what kind of like direction I'm looking for the song. I'm the weird type that likes to write stuff before I hear the beat. Sometimes I'll write to a beat, but like this time I'm trying to do it a little different where I write everything beforehand. But I'll definitely get in touch with you. I love you too, Misfit. Megaphone girl, cringe as fuck. If anybody doesn't know, Misfit was like the fucking VIP at the gathering this year. She took donations, got everything to set up the PAL tent, the PAL parties, got us all together. I barely left the PAL tent the whole time I gathered. I know that's probably like not how you're supposed to do it for your first gathering, but I was cool missing some shows and shit like that just to hang out with the pals. That's my biggest inspiration for going to a gathering was never about the music or anything like that. It was just to be around like my people and just hang out and get to know like the family. So, and I sure as hell did that. Like I think I gathered fucking awesome. Yeah, like I've yeah, the lineup this year, like I said, I wasn't too upset to miss a lot of the acts because not very impressive. Misfit was hanging out with her clam out in the pal tent. See, that's the reason to go for that kind of view. Absolute booty since 2018, 2019. Well, let's see what happened in 2017 to kind of cause that to happen. So it makes sense. Twizfit will tell you she's been pretty upset since 2017. Let's see if she caught that or not. Yes, she caught it. Don't fucking kill me. If you're a Twizzler, it's all right. We won't judge you here. Maybe a little bit, but hey, no blog. I don't think is here to bully you, so I got to do it. All right. I've been just chatting for 2 hours. This is pretty good. I didn't think I was going to last this long, to be honest. Y'all been keeping me going, so I appreciate that. Twizfit sounds like we're an item. Yeah, kind of like Benifer. In a world where Nilbog is the bully. Oh, you should see the back and forth between Misfit and Nilbog on her streams on Thursday nights. It's hilarious. See, Grim, the fact of the matter is most juggalos are in their mid to upper 30s now, so like they're not as wild as they used to be. I mean, we do have a lot of the younger ones coming in with like Ouija Mac and all that shit, but see, me having no basis to base it on, I had a great time at the gathering. So yeah, Sailor, you've created a monster with no bog. But yeah, I had a great time at the gathering. Of course, I'm old as shit too, so I'm not one to hop into the pit as much as I used to. So I was fine just chilling and just enjoying the shows from afar. I've been to enough ICP shows and shit over the, 20 years or so that I've been a Juggalo that it's been cool. Noblog's been bullying me pretty good in Keegan stream to the request of my wife. Is that like a cuck thing? See, it's all love in this chat. There's so much love in this chat. Even Sailor V has been given like sage advice and like she's been like friendly and kind. It's like living in a like alternate dimension almost. It's really weird. Cuck is a not permitted term? Oh shit. When Nilbong first met you, he yelled at you and told you to fuck off. That's great. Earn it, like Big Earn from Kingpin, and Earn It too. Like actually earning it. I like it, Sailor V. I like it. Me and Misfit kept shouting, "Pal, yeah." Nilbog was camped next to me and chilled that night. Oh, he didn't yell at you? I know Nilbog hates megaphones, so I thought him and Misfit wouldn't get along very well. And we're getting close to wrapping this thing up. I'm actually going to be rating Radom. I'm kind of excited and nervous at the same time. It's like popping your Juggalo streamer cherry. Just kept saying Nilbog this. Yeah, if you say Nilbog 3 times, he appears. I've heard. So that's probably why he popped in your tent, Misfit. Yeah, I am making it. I'm rating Radom like already. Like holy shit. But I do appreciate everybody who's stuck around. Like I've actually averaged about 9 or 10 viewers this whole stream. Like y'all have stuck around with me, so I must be doing something right. They're gonna be going on shortly, y'all. So yeah, make sure you're sticking around. If you like, I'm sure most people in here have seen Juggalo Dundee on Twitch, but if not, stick around because you're in for a fucking treat. Like holy shit. I mean, you might feel a little dirty about yourself when you're done watching it, but it's worth it. Trust me. Nobog thought I was just a rando from Keegan's stream. He told me they don't like intruders. That's fucking hilarious, Twister. Thought you were just a rando. Oh, shit. What a gatekeeper. The best kind of gatekeeping is gatekeeping someone who keeps calling your fan base toxic, even though he's really dying to be down. If y'all missed the Dan the Juggalo incident in the JSN Discord, it was one of the best things I've seen in a long time. And I think Sailor slept through most of it, which is unfortunate because we were just... Man, we were... That poor kid... He's probably a Twizzler now after the shit we put him through. He showed your freedom papers. And he was like, come right in. Like Freedom 90, Mr. Twister? Twister's about the life. That's... There you go, TwizFit 2023. Y'all can make it work somehow. I have seen a lot of Nigel Thornberry gifts in the JSN, which is cool with me. You can be friends with him now in the ICP Discord. You're scrambling to get your gathering charms. See, that's amazing. Especially because like he knew it was my first gathering. Sorry? And that means it's time to end the show. The Curb Your Enthusiasm theme playing me out. Yeah, I set that up for if like I'm ever in an awkward moment or set to fail. If nobody's seen Curb, it's like one of the best fucking shows ever made. But thank you for redeeming that, Radom. I was hoping somebody would by the end of this stream. I've been cleaning house, got you streaming on the TV. Whoop whoop! Whoop whoop! Yes. And you're welcome for the entertainment, Katie Mack. And thank you for following me and being a part of the Davey 2.0 launch. What'd y'all think? Good? Good shit, huh? I'll be doing a lot more in the future. I know a lot of people say, I'm going to be streaming a lot more, and then you really don't see them stream a whole lot, but I will be streaming a lot more. It'll probably just be late at night. And if y'all are asleep during that, that's all right. You can check the VOD. But I'm going to try to be like the Conan O'Brien of late night streams. Which in a way, Mr. Twister is kind of like that almost. He's my late, but he's 7 p.m. That's not late night. What am I saying? I don't want to call him the Jay Leno. I hate Jay Leno. But yeah, I'm glad y'all are here to chat with me. Yeah, if you want some late night weird entertainment, I'll be around. Now we just wait and see if Radom will be coming on shortly. We'll raid into him and stick around for that because it's going to be a good time. No, I've never rated the Bipper Show because I'm always at work when the Bipper Show's on, unfortunately. Hydrate, thank you at the very end of the stream, Misfit. Last little drop of water there. Redeem that at a good time. And there's the alert, yep. Bipper Show's always at 7. Check out the Bipper Show. Stick around for Juggalo Dundee. Tell Radom Large Marge sent you. And that's going to do it for me. I'm out of here. Stick around for the raid, y'all.